should be, yeah. Can you all hear me? Oh, you can? Okay, good deal. Good deal. Well, looking forward to having you all arrive in August. And wanted to do this pre-arrival check-in just to see if y'all had questions to talk about, any concerns you might have about how the program runs, the schedule, about COVID, in terms of how we're running the programs. I think Sarah Lee put on the forums the question about being vaccinated. Did you all get that question? You did?
Yes.
Okay. All right, great. That's great. What we're doing at this point is, if folks, all the staff have been vaccinated, all the archaeology staff have been vaccinated. And if there's anyone that's not been vaccinated, we have them wear a mask, and whoever's working with them wears a mask. And if anybody wants to wear a mask during the program when we can't do social distancing, like less than 3 or 4 feet apart in the excavation unit, then we'll do whatever folks feel comfortable doing. So how we've changed our programs from the past is we don't have any indoor lectures. We don't do any, we do very few indoor activities. The only indoor activities we do is the main house tour and parts of the South Yard, which is the quarters for house slaves. And have you all, how many of y'all have been to Montpelier before? I'll raise my hand because I've obviously been. Any of y'all been to Montpelier? First time? Okay, good deal. Good deal. I know, Marissa, you definitely have. So good to have you on here. So, for the program, we're going to be everybody will arrive on Sunday night and be staying over at Arlington House. And in looking at the roster here, I've got this on my other screen. Let me see. Got those closed off. Let's see, I think. Trying to unhide these. All right, the rows that I need are hidden on this sheet. I'll have to figure out how to do that. No, they're not. There they are. They all just unfroze. I think that most of you all are staying off the property. Is anybody staying on the property?
I am.
You are, Megan? Okay,
Yeah.
good deal. Yeah, we'll have the Sarah Lee should be in touch with you about the housing in the
she
village.
has.
Okay, good deal. Awesome.
Yeah, we're good.
And for the schedule, what the average day is going to look like is we do for the most part, do tours in the morning, and then about 10 or 11 o'clock, you're digging through the afternoon. The only time that we've had any kind of interruptions in the schedule is if we have a thunderstorm. If it's a light rain, then we get tents and we'll work our way through that. But if it's a light rain, I'm sure it'll be welcome because it's been so dry here. I don't know what it's been like where you all are, but it's been awful here. The biggest concern is heat in August. Like right now, it's very hot, and it's important to bring lots of water. We've got a policy. The Montpelier has a policy now that people need to bring their own water. That we can only give water in closed bottles. So if you all bring your own water, that would be good. If there's an emergency, we've got a cooler there that you could use, but try to have everyone follow Montpelier policy with closed containers are the only ones that we give out. That all started in COVID, hoping it's going to change soon because it's awful nice to be able to let people use the water container. But did you all get did Sarah Lee were you all able to look at the document for what to bring for the program?
Mm-hmm.
I see a nods. And were you all able to look at some of the background readings on Montpelier, like the booklet of archaeology sites, that sort of thing? Cool. We're gonna in a couple of weeks, the week before the program, I'm going to be doing a lecture with you all on the history of the landscape at Montpelier. And I'll get into, what we've discovered through archaeology of the 18th and 19th century landscape. So, and I am just looking at myself. I apologize. I'm absolutely filthy. I dug a yellow jacket nest out of the front of my yard, and I did not look in the mirror to see how dirty I was. Fortunately, no yellow jacket nests at the site. Where we're working is in the middle of a field. So, there are insects, so you want to bring mosquito spray and tick spray. Definitely those are, they're not every day you find them, but, at least you probably find one tick crawling on you once during the week. But having the tick spray helps, and we keep the site cut down, which helps quite a bit with that. I think most people have a problem if they wander through the high grass. That's where the ticks usually are, is not so much in the short grass. So just need to be careful of that. Trying to think of other things. Do any of you all have questions about, anything to expect, arrival time, how to get around? If you all are, I'm assuming all of you all are going to be driving a car to Montpelier, or if you're coming in by airport, you'll be renting a car. It's a fairly remote area, but we're about a 10-minute drive from a grocery store in the town of Orange. So there's restaurants in Orange. Usually they're not open. Most are not open on Monday and Tuesday, but once you hit Wednesday, there's a good selection of restaurants. And where are most of you all staying at the local hotels, or? Okay. Good deal. Have you all been able to find places to stay? Do you need any help with getting a selection of a place to stay for the week?
That would be helpful. I don't know the area very well, so that would be.
Okay, yeah, I will. I know. Let me put a note to Sarah Lee. You need something. I'll put write her a note right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about the water?
Yeah.
So when you say bring your own water, do you mean bring a bottle and then fill it where we are? Or bring several, of our own water bottles kind of
Right.
thing, personal
Yeah.
water bottles?
Yeah, bring several
Filled.
water bottles. Do you like having I'd
Yeah.
say like a gallon of water to drink during the day is a good amount to drink and consume. So like I personally I've got a water filter at my house, so I'll bring about 3 1-liter bottles with me to work every day. Been doing that for 20 years. So but never can have enough water. Like I said, if you really need it, we can get you some water. But we have an emergency stash of like closed water bottles at the site, but just hate using non-reusable water bottles. They're just they're ruined
No.
everything.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to clarify that. And also on the list, it says rubber gloves.
yeah, I need to remove that. That is from earlier COVID times, and when there was more of an idea that touch was a leading factor in getting COVID. Now we know it's aerosols, so don't worry about that. One thing you do want to get though is gardening gloves, because when you're screening the soil through the 1/4-inch hardware mesh, it's nice to have gardening gloves to push the clay through and not getting cut by quartz or any pieces of glass. And good knee pads. Having good knee pads, either ones that you strap. Some people like the strap-on kind, others just like the pad. But having a nice squishy knee pad is always nice out there. And for being in the unit, people do it various ways. You want to get your eyes down in the unit. We work in excavating 5-foot by 5-foot units. Some people like to lean, get on their knees and then dig. Others will lie beside the unit. It's up to you. It depends on how healthy your knees are feeling. We've had some folks that have arrived at Montpelier before knee operation and a little bit after, and a lot after. So we have some people that have been coming on these programs for over 20 years. So it's a whole mix of folks, which is great. Like the Peters have been coming, since their kids were quite small. So it's great to see you here, Marissa. So for other things, we're going to have dinner on Sunday night. So it'll be, let me see what the calendar is here. It is Sunday, the 8th is when we'll have dinner at Arlington House, and we'll meet there about 5:45 to have dinner. And Arlington House is where the interns live, and where we've had people stay in the past, and we'll probably start doing that again in the fall with COVID, more people being vaccinated. So and what will the week before the program, let's see, the week before the program, I'm going to be doing the lecture with you all, because the week before the program, I'm going to be in California in High Sierras. I'm not going to have, I don't know what kind of internet I'm going to have. I'm scheduling our lecture for the program at the end of July. So that's going to be the Tuesday, the 27th. And I'll make a note to myself to make sure that I've got that all set. Let me see. Yeah, I will get that scheduled, and I'll have Sarah Lee send that to you all. So there's a lot of moving parts. During the summertime, we have a program every other week, so it gets pretty busy and loaded with all kinds of lectures and things. So, but yeah, looking forward to seeing you all. Can you all think of anything else you wanted to ask about the area, about Montpelier, about what the week will be? For Friday, we're at the end of the week on Friday afternoon, we'll do we always do a reception where we kind of unpack for the week in terms of what you all have learned, what the experience has been like, and then you'll be free by like 4 o'clock on Friday. So, for flights out of town, or or driving back, that's about the time that most people are leaving. But if you're staying in the village, of course, you're more than welcome to stay another night. If anybody is arriving on earlier on Sunday, you're more than welcome to come on the property and walk around and explore. Always welcome that. If you're arriving right before dinner, though, you don't need to come in through the gate. Just Arlington House is separate from the rest of the property. It's right off of Route 20, and Sarah Lee will be sending you directions for that. So cool. Well, like I said, looking forward to meeting you all. It's nice to have a lot of new faces to have in the program, and get to. One nice thing about these programs is, people will, it's about the archaeology. It's about finding things and learning about how we understand what's at Montpelier. We're basically trying to figure out what the place looked like during the 1820s, and we're using the archaeology to do that. But one of the best parts of the programs is just meeting people, and people make literally friends for life from these expeditions. If you look on on the Montpelier Archaeology Facebook page, you'll see people posting, about looking forward to coming back, and folks stay in touch with each other through the year. And we for some programs, we have some former program participants or alumni that come back specifically with each other to, you know, be able to spend the week together. In fact, there's one group in mid-September that it's a group of 8 people that have been coming in the 3rd week of September since 1991. So it's a long, long history. When I started at Montpelier in 2000, that group hadn't come on a dig for about 3 years because the programs had a hiatus, and I found all the letters in the cabinet. So I wrote everybody a letter seeing if they'd want to come back. And this is like in June, right when I started, and everybody said they wanted to come back for a dig. So, and this is, you know, before email was that popular. And after that, I applied for an Earthwatch program to have people come, you know, through the Earthwatch program. They do ecotourism, and we did that for about 2 or 3 years. And then in 2008, we started just to do these programs, you know, on our own, like you'll have signed up through our website, and it's just been fantastic. We've had over 1,500 people come in the program over the last 10 years. So it's been really nice. So, and I see the Peters have signed on. How are you all doing? Good to see you all.
Sorry, we're muted. And the kids are trying to figure it out. Should we turn on the camera or turn off the camera? Sorry. Yeah, we're all doing great. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, good to see you all. Can't wait to see you this summer. So everybody's, you know, it's great to see folks growing up. So
yes, they are. Oh my goodness.
So, you all started, the Peters, you all started coming on the programs in 2000 and was it 13 or 14?
I believe it's the 13, right?
2013.
Yeah, it has to be
it was my
wild.
younger brother.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
joined.
yeah.
He was like the youngest person who was
He
part of
was
this.
like a 7 years old.
Yeah, he was
7
our
or
youngest
8.
participant at
Yeah,
that
he
time.
was the youngest one in the program. So
Yeah, growing
Long
up
time
coming to
ago.
Montpelier.
I know.
Well, looking forward to having you all back. So
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
yes. Do you say hi, Kevin?
Hello. I was actually
Hi.
12.
hey, good
You're
to see you.
12? Oh, okay.
7th grade.
Yeah,
Not
7th
seventh
grade.
grade,
That's
I-
7 years old.
That was our first time we went, and we went for our 3rd year. So this is going to be my dad and I's 4th year now.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. I missed you. You know, obviously last year we didn't do it. And the year before I was up in upstate New York with my wife's family. So I miss seeing you.
Oh, nice.
So it'll be good to see you guys.
Thank you.
So, well, what I'll do is I'll schedule the Power Replace lecture, which is the landscape history lecture that I'll do with you all. I'm going to do that 2 weeks before you all arrive, because like I said, the week before the program, I'm going to be out in California, and I'm hoping I will not have any access to the internet out there. So, my son just started working for the National Forest Service. He's a fish biologist. He just finished up his master's in Texas, and so when I started at Montpelier, he was just he was 2, and my daughter was 6 months old in my arms. So now they're all grown up. They have jobs. My daughter works as a landscape architect in DC, and we were true empty nesters at this point. So, but great. Well, looking forward to meeting you all and seeing you all again. And if you all have any questions in the meantime, do not hesitate to reach out to either Sarah or I. And we'll later this week, Sarah will get you the information on the Zoom call for the Power Replace lecture. So, all right.
Okay,
Well, look forward to seeing you all, and thanks for tuning in tonight.
thank you.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.